Hi everyone, Kimberly Berg, clinical exercise physiologist in the Rebel Fit Club, the training center for people with Parkinson's. Today I'm going to be talking to you about how to cue your posture. So a lot of times I hear really well-intended people, whether it be a spouse or maybe a trainer or somebody trying to help, tell you how to stand up straight when you have Parkinson's and you're starting to get that stooped posture. We know we need to be more upright because stooped posture, it crowds our breathing, it affects our digestion, and certainly affects our balance and cognition. So we want to be upright, and it's hard to remember. We know that forward pulling is that default, that neurological default that happens with Parkinson's. But so that friendly reminder that we can give ourselves, and for anybody listening that would be working with someone with Parkinson's, this is the best way to cue for an upright posture. So we teach this in Posture School. I have a series that I teach both virtually and in gym. And if you're interested in that virtual series, I'm going to put a link in the description below. So let's get started. So our shoulder blades glide on our ribs. We've talked about this before, where there's only one bony connection for your scapula. The rest is muscles, and they float on your back ribs. So the more upright we can be, the flatter the ribs are going to be, which helps the shoulder blades glide correctly, which helps our shoulders. So a lot of shoulder pain actually is coming from a dysfunction with the shoulder blades. So how do we cue them? Well, what we usually hear from people who don't really understand how the scapula works is they'll say, squeeze your shoulder blades together, or pull back your shoulders, or do this military stance, which if you know anatomically what things are doing, that's not very helpful, because if you're pulling back, you're jetting your head forward, or if you're squeezing, that's not really helpful as far as the shoulder blades, because they're supposed to glide. You don't want to be squeezing them together, you want them to float. So we're going to be using the cue of floating and breathing to get our upright posture correct. So let's just start 90 degrees at the elbow, and those are going to be right on your ribs, and you're going to pretend like you have 2 plates of cookies here. You're going to close your fingers and have your thumbs so like you're hitchhiking in 2 different directions. Now as you're doing this, pay attention not to round your shoulder forward, but instead think of ironing out the front of your shirt and gliding those shoulder blades together as we do this. So we'll do it 5 times together. We're going to breathe in and out as we open up and feel this openness. No squeezing, no pinching, just gliding. Okay, so you have that. That's going to be helpful. Do it throughout the day, all day long, every time you think about it. Just be straight, full, open, breathe, and glide. Now, if you want to add another little bonus to it, you could put a TheraBand. I have videos on that, so that adds a little strength component to it. But also, what I have here is a TheraBand that is connected. You can either do it through a doorway, or if you have access to a cable machine, but it's you can just put it in the top of the door. It's easy. Just make sure it doesn't snap back at you. Okay, so using this same concept of openness, I'm just hanging on to this. I'm going to drop my elbows down by my side and keep a nice long neck, and I'm gliding my shoulder blades together, big exhale, and I'm just going to straighten my elbows. Now, I'm doing a tricep exercise because we know how important those triceps are for us. So as I'm pulling down, I'm working my triceps, but I'm also training my shoulder blades to glide together and have more of an upright position rather than here doing triceps bent over. There's nothing wrong with a bent over row with triceps as long as you're not letting the shoulder start to crawl forward. So try that also. It gives you a little bit of reminder how to move around in space and do other things so that you're not feeling stuck in this position of having to be upright, but it's more of a fluid movement that goes with you. So that is my quick hit for today. If you like this video, hit the subscribe button and give me a like. And go to my website, rebelfitclub.com, where you can check out the blog section and all the complimentary videos that will help you manage your Parkinson's and live a better life. You can also contact me directly, Kimberly, at rebelfitclub.com. I'm happy to get back to you and tell you how our programming, both in gym and our 7-day-a-week virtual plus recorded library, can help you so you can work out in your home, come directly here to our gym, and you can experience our signature boxing boot camps, yoga, tai chi, dancing, drumming, stretch, whatever you're looking for, I bet we have it. Thank you so much for watching. Contact me. Never lose hope. Tell me where you're listening from because I love hearing from you. And go forth and conquer.